Hey, how's it going, everyone? A little late here. Working on my house all day, so kind of lost track of what was going on. But let's do a weekly review here real quick. See if we can't do a fast one. So far on the weekly review, on the dollar, still got a lot of lines going on here. We got still working a double top. And so far got rejected twice now. Coming back under, closing below the EMA 8 again. We've already got the cross. I'm thinking that this two-bar reversal is getting rejected here, allowing it to fall over. It's also closing for the week below previous highs. Got a previous low right here. I got two previous lows right here for support. This previous low here, or these are previous highs, excuse me. This previous low over here needs to be, price needs to move up into that area. But so far it's being stopped out on the weekly chart. And because I'm cheating, so far we're opening down for the week. It's a cross check on the week, on the daily. So definitely a 3-bar reversal here, closing below the 8, closing below previous lows. Got a chance to come in to support at this previous bottom across the this 2-bar pattern right across the SMA 34. I got support from a double top here. So plenty of support coming in, but still working a double top. And so far in the weekly, it's got rejection written all over it. Right now, it could just come in to support and turn around. So be prepared for that. Last line of defense is the double bottom down here. Might be a head and shoulders top. Left, right, or left, head, and right. Could be a head and shoulders top, but nonetheless, weekly is has more influence. And so far, it's still being rejected on the weekly chart, and we got that EMA cross already, and it keeps getting rejected and closing under the 8. So from the top here, came all the way down, double backed, and got rejected. So is that the bearish retracement? We will see. So far it's closing down, or opening up for the day. Weekly close on S&P came down into support and bounced. And it looks like a bearish retracement on the daily. Got a 2-bar reversal here still. Came below the gap, recovered, but now below resistance. So watch out below. Pretty brutal 2-bar reversal on S&P. The Dow Jones still working that double. And the NASDAQ looks like it wants to move higher. So far on Friday made a lower high, but it did close above the 8. So it's got support again. But nonetheless, it closed a lower high. It's very slight. So now we're in the pattern. Let's get outside that pattern. Let's see, weekly close. Bearish Harami on Dow. Not legit. That could be construed as a hanging man, but aside from the wick on top, if it would have closed, if that wick wasn't there, it'd be legitimate. Because the wick, it's not a fully hanging man, but pretty close. Pretty close. Dow Jones 2-bar reversal coming in. That daily 2-bar reversal is still intact. It looks like it came back below support, came back into resistance. But looks like the NASDAQ wants to take another turn up. Got a nice little U, but it closed at a lower high, so keep that in mind. Could get just rejected fully tomorrow. Shanghai. A daily close on that, a nice little hammer over support. Weekly close, same thing. Here's a reversal bar here. 2-bar pattern, came back, caught itself on support, knocked out the bottom. Closing above previous highs. Looks like it's ready. See how fast this will churn back up. Third time's a charm. 1, 2, third time's a charm. Looks like 10 years taking another hike. It did get rejected at the previous high, so now we're working with a double top. We'll see how tomorrow ends. We got a 2-bar reversal. Working a double top on the weekly now, on the 10-year. And that looks like a bearish piercing pattern. So we'll see how that adds up tomorrow. Weekly's bullish, daily's bearish. Looks like it needs to gather its legs after a little tap, tap, tappy on the double top here. Let's see how that works out. I need to take care of these lines because it's confusing. Got a double top. And it quite literally missed the double top by a couple inch. 2-bar reversal on the weekly here. Came all the way up. Watch a flat top break. Looks pretty bullish. Definitely in a range now. Nikkei. Come on, Nikkei. There we go. Nikkei's getting very, very bullish on that weekly chart. I got a 2-bar reversal. I got a hammer. 2-bar reversal. Bam, 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 bam. Watch the flat top break on Nikkei. That looks intimate. Needs to close above previous highs. Trade outside that pattern. Nice rejection here. Came back down into support and just a real quick U. Nice, very, very nice, short, sweet consolidation. Looks primed. Weekly looks like there's gonna be a break. It's pretty tight in there. Maybe it could come down into support one more time. Maybe. But that looks ready. Ooh. Crude's having a hard time. I've got support there on that line. Needs to double back off of that support line. Look for a breakthrough and then a bearish retracement. That would be the best short. If it doubles back, look for the flat top breaks. Get above previous highs for support. Break in the previous lows. I think it could double back. I don't know, we'll see. Closing on its lows last week. Not good. Looks like momentum's going to carry it through. Look for the double bottom as if it opens tomorrow on the upside and then carries through. Maybe that was just a throwback. Gather its legs so it can break on through. I haven't seen 60 yet. We're supposed to see 60 off of that 50 break, but it didn't. Pretty weak. Pretty damn weak. Coal. Coal broke down. It still hasn't covered. No reversal bar on the weekly. Looks like daily. You got a 2-bar reversal here. Get above that 8. Hit your next line of resistance. Come back into the 8 and try again. Into previous lows. See if we can get a reversal on coal this week. You got a 2-bar reversal on the close Friday. Actually, the close on Thursday. Close Thursday was the, unless it's open. It's not open, right? No, it's not open. Not in this chart. Gotta break back through resistance. The previous lows, get above previous highs. Got a little bit of support line there. It's got to get above 40. It's approaching no man's land. Let's see how the 2-bar reversal works on coal. I can't see anything else to talk about. It just needs to get back above previous resistance to get support. They don't have any support. Let's see. That doesn't look good on steel. Looks like it broke down, came in, and resistance got rejected. Broke down, came back in, resistance got rejected. Let's see if we can find that on the shorter term. There it is. Bam. Rejected. Looks like it gapped up and closed all the way in, right? Is that what that looks like? Oh. Had a short run up. Came all the way back in on the close on that hourly. Bearish. It's a bearish retracement on that weekly. Or the daily. It gapped into resistance and closed all the way back down. It's closing at the previous breaks though, so I don't know if we can get a churn on this or not. 4-hour chart. Let's see. Came all the way back down to the previous breaks. Let's see if we can get a churn on this. It doesn't feel like it on the daily. If it breaks into previous highs over here, it might go into the previous range of things right here. Onward and upward. Let's see how we do on gold and silver this week. Let's look at that churn on the hourly. Got a churn. We got a churn. It's not a big churn, but we got a little bit of action. As you can see, I was trading this. So far, a bounce on that hourly. Just a clutter of higher lows, and then it popped, and it made a. Is that an inverted hammer? No, close though. We made a series of higher lows. It finally popped, came all the way back into support. That was your best buy. Bam. 2-bar reversal off of support. Bam, bam, bam. Previous high breaks. Let's see. Looks like we got a churn on the hourly. Not that significant, but we'll see how we carry through. Got a churn. Look for previous high breaks. Let's get above this 2-bar pattern here. Get into resistance. Come back, opposing point. Bam. Onward and upward. In other words, we got support on the intraday charts. Let's see. Looks like a bullish piercing pattern as it goes all the way through and closes all the way up. Spikes down. Well, not legitimate on the bullish piercing, but it has a 2-bar pattern. Hopefully we can get this continues. Get it up into resistance, do an opposing point, and then we can start climbing again. Definitely broke down. Let's see if we can get back into resistance and then start climbing higher lows. Damn. And for the week. Nice bounce off the 8. Let's make sure we get above the 8 this week. Look for 50% of this candle on the upside. You can say that breaking 50% here will get us some support and momentum back. And that 50% rule is nearly 1220. That's where we need to be. 1220, then previous break. We can do it. Looks good. Could be our week. We got the Fed meeting this week. Looks like higher interest rates are coming, which is normal, if anyone wants to know. 0% interest rates are not going to work. And I'm surprised it worked for this long. Silver, same thing. Drastic rejection at the 34. Came all the way back in. Let's see if we can find that churn. Nice. It's building. It is building. Look at a flat top break coming right now. Right now. Bam. Come on now. Look for a flat top break. Or an angled break. I would get above previous highs. Look for previous lows coming in at 1710. And once you break 1710, you can break into previous lows into 1720. And onward and upward. We got major resistance at 1735. 1746. Looks like it's pumping. Right across that 34. Bam. Got rejected. Came back. Bam. Now we're above. We have support now. Follow that 8 all the way up. Nice 60-minute chart. Nice. You see the cup and the handle. Watch that flat top break. The cup and the handle. Or even a smaller cup here and a handle here. Watch the flat top break. It's above 17. It's primed and ready to go. Let's see how we closed. It's definitely a measured move. A lot of work to do after breakdowns. Previous reverse head and shoulders here. We need to get back above 1725 or so, where the previous break was. I got highs over here. Previous lows over here. 1712 all the way to 1725. Let's get support at 1725 on up. Got a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let's see if we can just real quick on this U, on this right shoulder. For the week, definitely came all the way back down in the support. It's our week for a bounce. Let's do it. Copper. Let's get copper moving as well. Let's see. Got a little churn on copper, but it broke down, so now we got resistance all the way up. So let's hit resistance, double back, get an opposing point, higher lows all the way up. Let's climb, climb, climb. Broke down on a daily and a weekly. Not sure where this is going to go. It's got to hold support. It definitely closing below the 8 and 13 on the weekly, not good. This might be a bearish retracement back into resistance on the weekly. And there's that breakdown there. And now we're going back into resistance, bearish retracement. Might be a while for copper to wake up. That's a shame, damn shame. I want to get these things running. Let's see. Looks like the 60 minutes building. So that's good. Got resistance coming up though. Oh, real quick here, let's do the miners. GDX, nice churn. The 60-minute chart, nice churn. Look for prices to come back into support. And then got to hold support, and then it'll churn, and we can maybe climb a little bit higher. But initially, we got a nice pop on the miners. And there on the daily, coming into resistance, real short and sweet right there. Previous reverse, head and shoulders is intact as long as we can hold. So this is going to hit resistance, come back into support. It's got to hold support. I hate to think that this reverse head and shoulders fail and watch that just dramatically fall apart. I don't want to see that at all. Nice trend so far. Let's see how we close on the week on these. GDX. Down in support. Looks like it almost closes a hammer. Not quite. The wick needs to be longer. But it has that trading action. Nice hammer on GDXJ on weekly close. Nugget just hugging support. Little bounce, not a big bounce. And JNUG. Weekly close. Is that a legitimate hammer? Yeah. Nice legitimate hammer on JNUG. Watch for previous, the hammer, the previous high, 653 on up. Maybe not 653. JNUG's got a tiny little wick there, so 650. Confirm that hammer and knock it out. 650 on up. There you go. Uranium. Well, let's see here. Let's take a look at Cliff. I love Cliff, and it's falling apart still. Closing on its lows on the week. Drastic. Not holding that line very well. No bueno on Cliff. Where's it going to stop? Looks like it's reaching no man's land. I got previous high support at 835. So if it doesn't hold 835, it could just come all the way back in. Not good for Cliff. Bitcoin, as everyone probably knows by now, the ETF was rejected by the SEC. Claiming that it's too volatile. Just a load of crap. So once that happened, yeah, it became really volatile. So we got a rejection. It came all the way up. The rejection came all the way back to 1,000 as people vacated, but then bought really hard and fast. Now it's coming all the way back up. I think yesterday it was up like 40 points. It's amazing. This free market trading. Gotta love it. No regulation. I don't know why they want an ETF anyways. It's retarded. So it came all the way back into 1,000. See how drastic that was on the hourly chart. See the double top here. Came all the way back. Had a flat top break here. So it's building. Has not given up. Pretty nice. Big mover, big mover. You need a moving stock to make money, so for the SECs to say that it's too volatile, it's retarded. Absolutely retarded. Let's see, NAK, do we have a bottom on NAK yet? Still hovering above $1. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it got rejected. Closing on its lows. Yeah. Still not above the 8. And closing way below now. Whew. Looks like a bounce off of previous highs. Let's see if it'll hold. We need this thing to double back. Otherwise, that could just end up in no man's land. Down over here. Huh. Let's do uranium. Looks like it's hugging support. 3-bar pattern doesn't look good for URA. It needs to double back. Look for some kind of reversal. Looks like it's working. Looks like we had a bottom here, came above, came back across. Lower high, higher low, higher low. Looks like it's trying again. So it's hugging support on the weekly. Intraday's got to pick up the pace. And looks like another bearish retracement back into resistance, and it got rejected. So watch out below. I got 1528, and that one will be in no man's land. Support's got to hold. Looks like I had a 2-bar reversal but got rejected. So far, higher low. And the weekly, of course, is hugging support. URRE. Still coming back. Had a bullish retracement. Still coming in to support. Tried once. Let's see how support comes across again. And looks like it's having trouble on the daily. Still. Looks like a bearish retracement back in resistance got rejected so far on the daily. So it needs to gather its legs some more, I guess. That one punch here wasn't a... It's got to consolidate. You can see that bearish retracement, though. I got previous lows over here. I got previous highs at 175. 175 and below, I'll be watching out. It's not too far away. It's got to do better. UEC, same thing. It's got rejected by that 8. On the daily. Weekly's hugging support. Looks like in the 4 hour it's got support, but it's very thin. 128 and below, I'd watch out. I got previous highs over here at 118 and 114 on the way down to $1. And a little Ivanhoe. Someone asked for Ivanhoe. I used to trade Ivanhoe back in the day. Pretty sure it wasn't this ticker symbol, though. Weekly, it looks like it's coming across support. It's got a nice little U coming in. Could turn out to be another run for this guy. I don't remember it being this thinly traded, though. It's got to break into previous lows. Let's try and watch that flat top break into previous lows. Get you up to $1 or 10 cents. I don't think I'm looking at the right one, actually. Let me see what's going on here. Here's the one I was thinking about. Ivanhoe. Didn't know I had more than one. Let's see. Ivanhoe already ran, so it's going to have trouble to keep up the pace. Had a previous break here, came back into support, had a flat top break here. Now it's in between. On the weekly, it closed below the 8. Might be having some trouble on the way down. It looks like a bearish retracement on the daily. Plus a spike low that screwed everything up. It's got a lot of resistance to get through. Get above previous highs at 332. And we can talk on the bullishness of it, but right now it broke down, came back into resistance, had a 2-bar reversal, made a lower low, and now it's coming back into resistance again. So another bearish retracement on the daily. For the week, it's hanging on support. It's got to get above, now on the weekly, we got a double top at 332. So get above that spot, and then we can say how bullish it is. But right now, it's got a lot of work to do. Looks like on the 4 hour, it looks bullish. It's got support. Intraday. And it came across the 34 on the intradays. So it's gathering support on the intraday. It needs a lot of work to do on the daily and weekly. Looks like a bearish retracement on the daily. So we'll see. We'll see on that one. Real quick, I wanted to look at, I'll do a mining review here shortly. Not tonight. I am beat tired, as you can tell. I hope you can tell, because I'm fumbling everything. I want to take a look at AG. AG. Take care of all my lines. All my crap. Got a huge reverse head and shoulders. Broke that neckline. And so far, we got a higher low and a small churn. I think that looks like an inverted hammer right there on that churn. Let's see. Daily chart. Nice inverted hammer. Not perfect. I need 2.5 times. I guess you can say 2.5 times that body. I wish the wick was longer. But inverted hammer, no less. The trading action is there. Close above previous highs. Close into previous lows. Resistance is right above us. AG. AG just got demolished. Brutalized. That right shoulder is really, really... It took it way back. Let's get a bounce on this thing. Let's get above 830 to get support. Breaking in. Make sure we break into previous lows. Get back into previous highs. Make an opposing point. And then climb on up. Pretty nice, sweet little pattern right there on the weekly chart. As it broke down, it instantly went to a pattern. Instantly went into a pattern. Which is pretty nice. We didn't have all these leg downs. But if that pattern fails, watch out below. Because when patterns fail, it is drastic. So hold the line at 7. Let's get a churn here. Let's see how we're doing real quick, real quick. I got to get going. Looks like a churn is coming. Coming across at 34. Got support. Watch price come into support. Make sure we hold support. The bullish retracement is your best buy into support, which is on the hourly chart. It is showing at 777. So, buying at 785 is not going to kill anybody. But make sure you hold support. And that's all she wrote. Did we take a look at the weekly? Yep. And that's it. I'll do a metals tomorrow sometime, I think. The miners. Go through the list by volume and see how that works out for us. But looks like we're going to churn in metals, miners and metals. So let's see how we're doing for the close here. Gold's opening up. Silver's just about even. And dollar's closing down, or opening down so far. So that's good. This week's a Fed meeting, so interest rates are coming. The more expensive capital is, I think gold and silver will pick up the pace. Might have some dips, but long-term interest rates rising is good in gold and silver, I believe. I do believe. I'll see you guys.